A Democrat and a Republican, both from West Virginia, coming together to speak out against the EPA's new plans to cut carbon emissions from power plants by 30%. And joining us now on set to weigh in, Democratic Senator from West Virginia, Joe Manchin. A lot to talk to you about this morning. We'll start right there. Overreaching, overzealous, beyond the legal limit.
That shows you that bipartisan agreement works.
Okay.
They both agree.
That's true. I guess there's something we can be happy about.
Right.
They agree on something.
Mika, the bottom line, only thing what we're saying, and I've been saying all along, I held my tongue until I've seen the rules come out. But you know, this administration should be dealing with the facts and how do we fix things. And all we're asking for is give us the technology. $8 billion has been laying there in research in the Department of Energy for clean coal technology research. Not a penny's been spent. Not a penny. I have a bill that says basically you have to invest those $2 billion in finding the new technology. You're going to be using it. You're going to need coal for the next 30 years. Why not work with us versus against us?
Jeremy?
Senator, I wonder if the appropriate analogy here is the tobacco states from 20 years ago, where you have this lifeblood of the state economy being a product that is ultimately harmful to people. And would you concede that things just have to change with regard to coal pollution?
Well, first of all, they have changed. We've cleaned up the environment more in the last 2 decades than ever in the history of the world. First of all, Jeremy, you have to understand 8 billion tons of coal is being burned in the world today. The United States of America only burns 1 billion. What happens to the other 7 billion? If you think the ocean currents and wind currents start and stop in North America, then we've got some oceanfront property in West Virginia for you.
Oh, boy.
That's what we're dealing with. So the bottom
might someday soon.
I knew Gene would come.
Thank you, Eugene Robinson.
The bottom line is this. China's 4.5 billion tons increasing. India's 2 billion tons. The European Union is 1 billion. If we were serious about global climate and the changes that need to be made for all of us human beings, first of all, 7 billion people have had an impact, and we all have a responsibility. I concur with that. I agree. The other thing is, I'm not a denier, and I would ask this administration, are you deniers? Denying that you can go and energize this country without using fossil. Now, if the case is you want to seriously clean up the environment, then why don't you have your trading policies with the countries that are using the most fossil right now, start using the clean coal technology that's available and help us develop the new clean coal technology that can clean up the atmosphere. They're going to use this energy, Eugene. They're going to use what they have, the other countries.
Well, they're going to use it until they make a political decision, as the president has made a political decision to go in a different direction, even if there's some economic cost. And I'll tell you, I actually believe that in China at some point, they're going to make that decision just because of the political pressure they're getting from the growing, burgeoning middle class in the urban areas who can't breathe, who go out, who walk out and cannot breathe.
It's not CO2 that's killing people in China.
I understand that.
It's particulates.
It is particulates, right.
And we've cleaned the particulates up in America. If we just said in America, we're going to cut our trading back unless you start cleaning up things you can do with scrubbers, low NOx boilers, things of that sort. We're not even doing that, Gene.
Senator, can I get you on Bo Bergdahl a little bit? This big story of the day. I know that you, let me try one slice of this, and that's the Gitmo angle.
Yeah.
Which the president did go into office saying he would close it, and he did not. Is there anything in this decision that shows you that there is some sort of potential, some beginning to figuring out the dilemma, which you and I agree exists at Guantanamo Bay?
The extraordinary cost, the unbelievable cost per prisoner at Gitmo is just unacceptable. With that being said, I'm going to go down there and see it myself with some other senators. I want to see firsthand before I make my final decision. But I'm leaning towards we've got to get out of there, and there's other places we can put and make sure that we can secure. I know that we can do it, and we've been able to do that. With that being said, these 5 horrific people that have been released to go back into their own environment, to continue to what they've continued before, I don't think their ways will change. That's concerning to me. I don't know enough, and I'm going to defer until we have a classified meeting with the administration to explain to us. Did you know? Did anyone interview this Bergdahl's superiors, the unit that he served in, the people that are speaking out now? Did we not know about that before? Did anyone do any recon on this before we made that decision? Did we not know that we lost lives, basically trying to find what they're accusing as a deserter? I don't know those to be facts.
Do you think those facts matter?
Those facts would make a big difference.
Really?
Absolutely. It should make a big difference.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody's got to explain to people in West Virginia would want to know if a person walked off. If this is
Senator, can I ask you maybe a slightly different question? And do you think that this deal for Bergdahl is part of a larger deal that the president is aware of, that's trying to reconcile between the Taliban and Afghanistan as we draw down our presence there? That this is maybe some effort to sort of get some reconciliation in place between
Well, first of all, I was encouraged when the president first said many years ago, when he first ran the first time, we're getting out of Afghanistan. I would have gotten out quicker than this. I definitely won't keep 10,000 or wouldn't keep 10,000 for another year. That's me speaking. I don't think that if money or military might would change that part of the world, we'd have changed it by now.
See, aren't there ramifications, though, to leaving him there if you're drawing down?
Oh, no. That's a situation there. Then you're going to... That could be. That's why I am waiting until I get a secured briefing that we can ask the questions you're asking me right now, and we'll be able to get those answers.
I want to hear back.
I want to hear it myself.
We'll
come back.
Please do. Guys, follow.
But common sense and energy. Common sense and energy is we will do it, work with us, not against us, and they're working against us and putting hardships that's unreasonable and unacceptable.
I usually cut people off when they do stuff like that, but who doesn't love Joe Manchin? Right?
Great guy.
Whatever you want to say. Any more? Okay. Senator Joe Manchin, thank you.